Welcome back, everybody who's watching the stream. How many people are watching?
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our DM game, or to our D&D game. I am DM, Chris Martin. For the time being, we're calling ourselves Roll Initiative until we come up with a better name for that. But we welcome you all to come in here and watch us and enjoy the game with us. I'll let everybody go down the line and introduce themselves, not by their characters, but by your actual names.
Everyone should know me seeing how this is my stream. I'm Phil. I tend to go by Nightwing. So.
I'm Kate.
I'm James, otherwise known as Hailstormin on some platforms.
I'm Sean, and tonight's broadcast will be brought to you by Pepperidge Farm and Camel Cigarettes. Enjoy a good smoke and a cookie every now and then.
That's maybe the first advertisement Camel's had.
Oh my god.
I'm sure we violated some sort of law.
Should we do an icebreaker where everybody says one fun fact about themselves?
I'd hate to see where that ends up.
Just kidding.
I'd rather not be banned. Thank you very much.
All right, so I'm going to dive in. So, the Savage Frontier, also known as the North, is a cold, rugged, sparsely populated land of snow-capped mountains, rocky hills, sprawling forests, and foggy vales. Isolated strongholds, ancient burial mounds, and the ruins of many forgotten empires dot this vast landscape. Bounded by the Sea of Swords to the west and the desert of Anauroch to the east, the Savage Frontier extends as far north as the Icewind Dales and as far south as the town of Daggerford. Old roads stretch across this great expanse, linking the dwarven strongholds and mines in the mountains to the coastal settlements, frontier towns, and fortified outposts of humans and other folk. These roads are long, lonely, or poorly defended, making them dangerous to traverse. In fertile valleys, towns and cities have sprung up, separated by dozens if not hundreds of miles of untamed wilderness, haunted by bandits, barbarians, and monsters. The year is 1487 DR, the year of the Rune Lords Triumphant. Just a couple years past, evil dragons stirred into action by the Dark Queen Tiamat threatened these settlements of savage frontiers for a time. Ultimately, they were defeated and forced to withdraw to their lairs, while Tiamat was banished to the Nine Hells. Fear of the dragon's wrath has faded quickly in the land with the coming of the new threat, giants. The peoples of the north are no strangers to giant incursions. Frost giants have long claimed the spine of the world as their demesnes. And hill giants are known to scourge for food in the untamed hills. But now, in the past couple of months, giants of every kind have emerged from their strongholds and force to threaten civilization as never before. And not just frost giants and hill giants, but stone giants, fire giants, and cloud giants. All of them are in an uproar. Reports of giant attacks throughout the north have reached the coastal cities of Luskan, Neverwinter, and Waterdeep, stoking fears that the giants are waging war against humans, dwarves, elves, and other small folk. Now, where we begin is on the road between Waterdeep and Daggerford. Just outside a small town of Nightstone. What we see is a woman walking alone along the path, headed in the northeast direction towards Nightstone. As she moves along, she stumbles upon another individual standing in front of a sign, just staring up, reading what's there, and looking into the sun as it rises over the forest. Kate, would you like to describe yourself?
Sure. Well, I'm a half elf, So I'm kind of tall and willowy. I'm about 6 feet tall, so kind of like a model, almost. Just imagine. I've got long black flowing hair, and it's kind of wrapped up in this cool hip headpiece, which is red. Red is my favorite color, red and black. I've got a couple of sweet ass tattoos, which I've always wanted in real life, but I'm too scared to get one. But got a couple of tattoos, and look right now I look like I've seen some better days. It's been a little rough lately. I'm tired, very dirty, and I'm ready to get off this goddamn road. And also, if anyone would like to hear the internal music that I like, my life soundtrack, it goes a little something like this.
Way to really carry this over. All right.
Oh my God, it's the most beautiful song you've ever heard.
Standing in front of you, you see a stout individual
Oh God.
staring up at the sign. The sign's there. One of them points north and says Waterdeep. Another south, saying Daggerford. And the last one, third one, points ahead. And that's the one that says Nightstone.
Yeah.
Use your character.
It's like, I'm pretty sure I know which stout individual I'm about to approach.
So, I'm a halfling, with an Irish accent. I have face paint that's blue all over me, and I'm wearing some priest's robes, and probably a little confused as to why I'm here now, but I'm here and I'm ready to rock. And I brought my shillelagh with me, or as I like to call it, my wampum stick.
Oh my God.
Okay. So at this point, you guys would simply begin. You've just met each other for the first time on the road. What do you say?
Do they still have beer in this time?
I'm pretty sure they have beer everywhere. But to get to the beer, we have to get off this road.
Let's go. Enough said.
Well, we've got a couple choices ahead of us. I'm crabby as hell, and I just want to get somewhere close. Nightstone?
Yeah, let's go Nightstone. They should really put mile markers on all these signs. I don't know what's going on here. Somebody's got to contact this local highway department and tell them they got to get up to date.
All right.
I don't know if they have one of those.
These two incredibly trusting individuals who didn't even bother to ask each other's names
Oh, hey.
walk down the trail.
She looked like a decent type of person.
Yeah, you just be careful I don't like stab you in the middle of the night.
Hey, same goes for you.
So as you hurry along the trail, both tired and just ready to find that drink you're looking for, you make your way down the trail, and you go about 3 miles down when you can hear in the trail ahead of you somebody just simply talking to himself there on the trail side. You start to approach very slowly, and you see that it's what appears to be a tiefling man talking into a bag. And at this point, James, I'm going to have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I am a pretty tall, well, not terribly tall tiefling, about 6 feet. I have a pretty deep red skin and long sweatback horns. I'm wearing a cape and just generally like kind of farming related clothing. Nothing terribly fancy. Pretty much all of my clothing's caked in dirt. And yeah.
Hey, Dirt Boy, you want a beer?
Yeah, I'm down. So
Inspired by our mutual love of alcohol. Oh boy. I don't know. I don't. Yeah. It. What are you? Who are you talking to? Were you talking to someone?
so at this point, I reach into my sack and pull out. I don't know. Should I go at this point, Chris?
Hey, do what you want, man.
All right, let's do it. So I reach into my sack and I pull out a blue bunny with white spots, and this is Lepus. I introduce him as my pet Lepus. Lepus is a bunny who, when I was practicing magic early on, I tried to turn him colors, and I could not turn him back into his original color. So he is a blue bunny with white spots, and he's very, very grumpy at me all the time because of this.
I'm gonna be honest. This guy seems like a nut job.
So wait, the bunny talks, or can he just talk to the bunny? Like,
How much alcohol have you had?
The bunny talks a little bit.
Hold on. I'm gonna close the door to the bedroom.
whatever you do, just don't try turning me blue. I saw these 3 guys before that were blue shooting marshmallows around and stuff, and didn't go so well.
What are you doing out here in the middle of the forest? I don't understand.
I'm just I'm pretty far from home, and I'm just a traveler looking for a drink and a place to rest.
That's it.
That's it for today.
Okay. Well, we're going up to Nightstone because whoever this small leprechaunish looking man is with this giant stick, wants some alcohol. So you're welcome to join us, I think.
I would love to join you.
Can't promise we won't kill you on the way there.
That's okay, because Lepus will avenge my death.
I'm pretty sure he looks pretty tasty. Are you sure we can't eat him? I'm starving.
Yes, you cannot eat my pet bunny.
Okay.
We'll just find another bunny and paint it blue.
It will taste the same. All right. Well, I guess we should keep going.
All right, so now the 3 travelers, again, deciding to go and find themselves a drink in the local town of Nightstone. They continue down the trail. As they move along, they start to get a little bit deeper and deeper into the forest. The sounds of wildlife around them start to pick up.
Oh,
The road starts to become a little more uneven, a little less cared for as you move in there. And it's after about another hour's walk, the 3 of you just moving along, that you begin to get into a real thicket. There's bushes on every side, and everything is just a little harder to see. And let's go, Boath. Why don't you give me a perception check?
Give me a sec. Gotta get this on the hotkeys. Oh, did I click it twice?
No,
No.
it's good.
No, it's not.
So that's a 6. So you start to hear rustling in one of the bushes off to the left side of the path. You're not sure what it is, but it's a little bit deeper into the thicket. You're not sure what's going on in there.
Can we send the bunny to go check it out?
I throw a rock in the bush. Do I have to roll for my aim to see whether or not I nailed that son of a bitch?
I feel like this is a
you pick up a
terrible
rock off the side of the road and
God damn
you just take it and you just huck it in to where you kind of hear the sound. And the rock goes in and rustles against some of the leaves and some of the other thicket that's in there. And the sound that you thought you heard seems to stop for a moment. And there's a pause as you hear nothing around. And then just like that, it starts to pick up again.
I throw another rock
it.
immediately. I gotta know.
All right, so you look
Taylor,
around.
we're literally gonna get nowhere if we keep throwing rocks. Get in there. You're short.
This time you get yourself a little bit bigger rock. And this time you just really huck it in there. Again, it whistles through the thicket. And at this point, all the birds around you in the general area, they all seem to stop. And there's silence again for a moment. And then you hear the sound again.
Surprise, surprise. Well, this is not working.
We could go biblical on this thing and light this bush on fire and see what comes crawling out.
Done. Do you got some matches or something, or what do you got?
I got burning hands.
Oh,
So you are going to use up a spell to light a bush on fire on the side of the road.
that's probably a terrible idea.
Correct.
Oh my god.
Oh, actually, hold on. Is it a spell or is it one of my my main attacks? Because it comes up next to club and all that stuff.
No, Burning Hands is one of your spells. You have one spell slot. Are you sure you want to use? You essentially have one spell until you take a rest.
Hold on a sec. Is that one?
So you're going to use Prestidigitation. Does that create a flame?
Light or snuff out a candle, torch, or a small campfire. Does a bush count? It's kind of like a campfire.
Okay, sure. So the closest bush to you, as you snap your fingers, a small flame starts in it. And smoke starts to rise. And the flame, as you sit there for a few minutes, the flame starts to burn a little more and a little more. But, I mean, it's a living bush, so it's not really going that fast. It's still like wet wood. So it's not as if the thicket is just bursting. And so it's just kind of gone.
He is gonna use a spell. All right.
No, that was a misfire.
All right.
What the fuck is
there
this
a lot of
fire?
smoke?
Who the fuck is bothering me while I'm bathing myself?
Who bathes in a bush?
What? I told you should have sent the rabbit in there.
Alright, I'm gonna actually walk out and see what the fuck's going on. So basically, what happens is on one of the sides of the burning bush, either like the left side or right side, whatever, you're gonna see basically it's a feline humanoid character walk out of the bush that's not burning.
So
I'm
you're
about
like a Khajiit.
yeah, Kaji
It's
is like the
It's
closest.
not even burning. It's just like a small flame
Oh.
this big, kind of like slowly working its way.
So basically, I'm about 6 feet tall. I'm just under 6 feet tall. I'm a feline humanoid. I have basically jet black fur, almost like a Black Panther type fur. I have piercing green eyes. You can also kind of see like the very bottom of my my top fangs coming out from my lips. Also, what you see is it's like a wolf's head pelt that's like over, kind of almost covering my face almost. And basically the rest of the pelt is like folded behind me like a cape. And I'm wearing obviously no shoes because I basically have paws for feet and for most part hands. And I'm just basically wearing like a leather armor. And I again repeat, who the fuck is bothering me while I'm bathing myself?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm more of a dog person than I am a cat person.
You don't have a moon sugar addiction, do you?
Sugar.
What the hell is moon sugar?
Dude, come on.
So
Listen.
it's skooma. You're into the
Elder
hard
Scrolls
stuff.
reference.
I'm not really from these
Okay.
parts, all right? So I've only been here for maybe since I was like 13. And I've been traveling with a friend of mine. So I don't really know too much about drinks and food in this area.
Well, we're about to show you what a beer tastes like. Come on.
God. I was just gonna leave him behind. I'm gonna be honest. You don't know what food tastes like?
I don't know the delicate food of this area. I know what
Have you ever
food
had
tastes like.
rabbit?
None
Where
of
I'm
us have-
from, I've had food, and I've had rabbit. It's actually kind of tasty, but
Are you gonna respond to that? And Mardo? And Mardo? I can't hear you, James.
How about now?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What was your name? I didn't catch your name.
my name?
Yeah, you.
My name is Skiff.
Skip. So Skiff, my bunny, is not a meal. I'm just gonna make that clear to the whole group right now.
Well,
If anybody tries to eat my bunny Lepus,
first off,
we're gonna have a problem.
there's something
Right.
weird with your bunny. It's blue with what, white polka dots or something you described as?
Yeah, and he's a little sensitive about it. Thank you very much.
All I know is we get into a Donner Party type situation, that thing's going first.
Well, put it this way, that bunny
Bayos,
does
you
not
look
look
a little
natural.
tasty yourself there, so I might eat you first.
So where the hell are you going to get this beer?
Oh, we're going up to
Nightstone.
Nightstone, but you know, we don't have very sophisticated palates, so I think you'll be okay.
Well, you're in luck, because right meow, I'm actually going up to Nightstone.
Oh my god.
I have something that I gotta do up there.
Like what?
The governess up there was asking for a mediator for something, so
Oh, boring. Okay, you're coming with us. Let's go.
Sorry. Very contradictory.
I'm very
but
tired, and
let's
all I
go.
want is beer right now.
all right, well, let's get going.
All right. So the four of you pick up your things, continue down the road. You follow the trail for about another 2 hours, just trudging along. And after
Like,
a
did we ever
while,
put out that bushfire.
See what it
That's gonna
turns
come back to
into.
bite us in the ass.
Going
for us?
So you travel the trail for about another 2 hours in. At some point, you start to think that you must be getting close. And it's right around that time that you all start to hear it off in the distance, just the ringing of a bell. Just constant ringing.
Doesn't sound like a bell. It sounds like violins.
You start hearing a bell just ringing, you know, like a town square bell, just going over and over and over and over again.
Do I recognize this as like an alarm bell at all?
Make a history check.
Okay. Where the hell is history?
15?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually you recognize this. You've been in multiple small settlements and towns before. It could potentially be an alarm bell. It is the sound of like a giant bell in a tower, not something small. It's like a ringing. So it could be something from either a town square or a church or a larger building.
Well, I'm gonna pick up my pace getting there.
Okay. As the sound grows louder, Nightstone slowly comes into view. Let me see if I can get into that area. Alright, turning off that. So if you can zoom in on a little-
Sorry.
Sean, I just muted you for now. So, anyway, so as you get closer to Nightstone, you see that a river flows around the settlement, forming a small moat. And the village itself is contained within a wooden palisade, beyond which you see a windmill, a tall steeple with a bell inside, and the high-pitched rooftops of several other buildings. Apart from the ringing bell, you detect no other activity in the village whatsoever. As you get closer, you'll see that the trail ends sort of at a lower drawbridge that spans the moat. So, introduce your characters down here. You should all have the ability to move. Any one of these characters down here, the ones that are given your name.
Can I zoom in on it?
Yup. Okay, so you're now currently down at the bottom of the map. You can see the outsides of Nightstone. I'm using the Fog of War system here to only give you glimpses of the rooftops and whatnot that you can see up ahead. I'll let you guys travel in towards the city as you wish. So this is our first segment of sort of like movement within the game. So go ahead and just take it from there.
So we don't see any like smoke or anything coming from it?
Nope. No smoke or anything.
No smoke, but no activities, like no movement or anything.
No, other than the ringing bell, you don't hear any other sounds or movement within there.
I'm moving up to the drawbridge.
Okay. Am
Is there anything I see past the drawbridge?
So beyond the drawbridge are two stone watchtowers that are flanking either side of the open gap in the palisades. Again, something is a bit odd. There doesn't seem to be any guards or anything of that. Nothing seems to be right there.
Is the water fast moving?
Hey,
There you go. He's back.
yeah.
So, Sean, what you missed is you guys are starting to approach the palisade. You checked you're just outside the drawbridge, and you're noticing that there's no guards in the towers. That it just seems to be empty.
And the drawbridge is down, right?
And the drawbridge is down. Yeah.
I'm gonna cautiously move up to like the side of the watchtower.
Okay. Okay, so moving up there, you start to get a clearer view of the area in front of you. Right next to you is what appears to be a temple to the left. And that's where the ringing bell is coming from, this steeple up top here. To your right side, you see more houses off to the side and a field of wheat right there. Some other strange things you notice is that there are massive rocks
Oh.
just pitted in the earth, just all in just random locations throughout the area.
Trebuchet.
Some of them in the middle of the field, some of them right in the middle of the further ahead in the village square, you see your first signs of life. Two giant wolf-like characters tearing into something in the ground. They're obviously distracted and just tearing away.
All right.
So.
Can I go down south over here? Hold on, where's my character? I want to sneak around like down this way.
Okay.
Do I recognize the wolf characters at all? As what they might be?
Yeah. So you actually have been out in the wild enough and have enough knowledge that you know that these are they are wargs, essentially the riding creatures of goblins and orcs and those sorts.
Oh crap.
All right. How big are the boulders? Like height wise?
Height wise, so they are a little bit pitted. You can't tell exactly how high they are, but I'd say that they're probably up to like your waist, maybe a little bit higher. So
Perfect.
you would get about half coverage. Anybody that's like a halfling would almost get 3/4 to full coverage behind them.
All right. Well, I'm gonna sneak up to this first boulder right here.
Okay. As you move forward, the ringing within the church just keeps going again and again and again.
I'm gonna sneak up to the door of the church and take a peek inside.
Okay. You take a look inside, and it seems to be at one point it was a clean, well-kept church. At this point, a lot of the chairs and things have been torn up. There are just little axe marks everywhere. It looks like something just went through and just threw the place apart. The altar up front has been knocked over, and things are just strewn about.
We are 1,000,000% not going to get a beer in here.
I'm gonna walk out in the middle of town. I'm gonna
Oh.
say, "Hello, anybody home? You guys all stay here. Don't worry, I got this."
All right, so with that, both of the wargs immediately just look up from what they were devouring and just stare at you and snarl.
Is it just the wargs? There's no rider on them?
Yes, yeah, just the wargs themselves.
Nobody heard that?
So the two wolves did, or the wargs did.
Leave him alone, man.
Can I yell louder?
If you want, if that's what you're going to be doing.
Yeah, I'm yelling louder. I want to get some attention around here. I'm still watching those things in case they come at me. I'm a little cautious of them, but I'm
Okay.
like, hey, who's the owner of these little freaking doggies here?
So with that, I'm going to need everybody to roll an initiative.
Fuck, dude. I'm going to bash you on the head with your club.
Should it just be me? And how do we do that again?
Yeah, how do you do that?
You're gonna have to add that 5. For some reason, it didn't send to the turn tracker.
Yeah. So it's a D20 plus your dexterity modifier.
Wasn't there something
You can just
like
click
that?
on initiative.
Yeah, where
Yeah,
is
I think there is an initiative button in there that you
Yeah.
can just tap on.
It's
It's
above
right
the
under your
hit
race.
points.
It's in your character sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, there it is.
Oh, there it is. 0.
How's it going,
Okay.
Rose? Welcome to the stream.
Right under what?
Your race.
Race. Oh, initiative.
Add a hotkey for
Oh,
Oh, good.
second best.
Everything in order. All right.
that. Oh man. Okay.
Somehow I'm
Great.
thinking those things got way better initiative than us. Hey, there's riders on it now.
The image is just a generic stock image. There are no riders on it.
Chris, you're gonna have to add that 5 in there. You're gonna have to add me.
You weren't able to roll initiative?
I clicked on it, but it didn't add to the turn tracker.
Oh, interesting.
I mean, I can re-roll if you want.
Okay, there we go. Nope, got it. Okay. So the wargs are obviously very interested at this time and are making their move on you. Marin, who is way off down here, it is your first move. You basically hear behind you as you're sneaking forward. You start to hear Bayoff just start yelling, "Hey, just getting attention in the middle of the town." And you hear then the snarling of the two wargs.
I'm gonna be honest. It's every man for himself. But I guess we formed this new crew, and I can't really leave them behind.
You haven't anything yet. You just 4 travelers on the road.
I know, but like it is nicer to find beer with others. Ugh. How far can I move? I guess is my real question. I don't remember any of that anymore. Oh, I got the little ruler. How far is it?
30.
So I can move and then do an action, right?
Yes, you have a movement, an interaction. So you can like yell out to somebody or do small, very simple tasks, pick something up off the ground, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You have an action, which is typically your attack or a spell cast or something like that.
Right.
You have your bonus action, and that is again usually something very basic, or unless a spell says that you can cast it as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then lastly, there are reactions. So if you decide to like hold your action, you can say like, all right, I'm just going to wait until something happens or somebody gets in range. You can do that instead of taking an action. Or if something is right next to you within 5 feet and then it like moves away, or if something moves past you
Right.
within 5 feet, you get to react to it.
Okay. So this wait, where is it? This thing right here is defense.
Yep.
Okay. Can I? Oof. I was thinking maybe I could hop that fence.
Fence is only about waist height, so it'd be quick for you to just hop right over it.
Can I hop it and jump up onto this rock here? Oops.
I think you're just a little bit too far away from the rock.
Damn.
To jump on it.
Yeah.
You'll probably just be able to get behind it.
All right. Might as well just hop in behind it and start preparing.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
You gotta switch the arrow. Sorry, for everybody on Twitch. We're still getting used to the system. Okay, so that's his turn. So for starters, the warg who's definitely pissed off now that he sees you and just shouting to him. He sees Bayoff just shouting at him. He's gonna just sprint right up to him and just take a leaping attack at him.
Yeah, you deserve that, man.
Beoff, what is your armor?
Give me a sec. Armor class 13.
Yeah, so that's definitely a hit. So you were going to take 14 piercing damage right off the bat.
Oh, woof.
The word rolled really high. Okay. So then that was the first ward's turn. The second one is essentially going to do the same thing. There's nothing else around. So he just runs right up and takes another attack at you. And you said your armor class was 13?
Yeah.
All right, this is a 14, so you take another 9 piercing damage.
How much total health do I have again?
More beer for us.
This is those learning moments right here.
Quick campaign for you, Sean.
I was hoping I could use my my retreat move and just run away, but I guess they're a little quicker.
What was your original hit points?
I don't know. Where's that at?
Did you subtract anything from it? Did you subtract that 14?
No, I haven't taken anything. I don't even know how to do that. Or remember how to do that.
I'm looking at your current hit points and
Am
Definitely
I dead?
you were unconscious right off the bat. Yeah.
Oh shit.
So you see these two wargs leave what they were doing before and just go and just immediately just stomp on Beoff, who just happened to walk out, just no defenses, and just start screaming, "Hey, where are you?" in front of them. So since it's now Beoff's turn, I'm gonna need you to roll d20 for your saving throw.
D20 plus anything?
I don't believe so. I didn't think this would happen like immediately.
What did you
18. Good
expect?
roll. Good roll.
Okay, yeah, that's good enough.
A 14
so
damage?
you have
I
one
mean,
successful.
what are you rolling for his damage? Jesus.
Just the generic bite action here, but
Because that's a d20 right there for damage. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I got my ass kicked in like 2 bites.
okay, so you've had one success so far, but you're still unconscious. So Enmardo, you're up.
By the way, a
Raven.
bite is a 1d6. That's a bite.
Can I
Not
like
these guys?
Damn.
can I like
Yeah, this is a 2d6 plus 3.
Jesus.
furiously whisper to everybody else to start hiding?
Sure, if it's just whispering, yeah.
Do you think I can reach? Guys, just leave him. The beer isn't gonna find itself.
Enmardo, it is your turn.
I am going to hold on one second. So I'm going to run up to this rock and try and stay low so I can stay as hidden as possible.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
Don't heal him.
No, come on now. I'm gonna hit this one. How can I? There, with a firebolt.
Okay.
Give me one sec.
Roll for firebolt. Okay, that's an 8. So you strike up your firebolt in your hand and you cast it out, and it just goes wide. just completely missing it.
Does it strike anything? Does it strike anything? Does it like go past them and strike some object?
We're gonna say it just kind of like lobs over and onto the ground right over here, and doesn't really do anything. Just fizzles out.
Oh boy. How do you
So
know how
you have
far
a
your
bonus
weapons
action,
go?
James, and Mardo. You have a bonus action, or you can just move on.
Did they notice where the firebolt came from?
Tell you what, let me go. No, they're busy just fighting into Bayoff.
Damn it.
I'm gonna crouch down then and stay behind the rock.
All right.
You have to put
Somebody
those
call him off.
the wolf noises on there, like.
And I've actually saved some of them, but we just jumped right into this so quickly. No.
Oh my god.
That's some light battle music, though. I'll put that on.
Sorry.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna use my feline agility. Basically, it doubles my movement, so I can do a dash without having to use both my action and my movement. And I'm gonna come up right next to this dude, and I am going to cast poison spray.
Okay. So it's just a splattering of poison 10 feet in front of you.
Yes. Basically, what it does, I extend my hand toward a creature that I can see within range, and I project a puff of noxious gas from my palm. The creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage.
I don't have anything cool like that.
DC 12.
First one fails. And we'll say the other one's right there as well. Second one fails as well. What was the
So-
damage they take?
Damage is 10 acid or poison damage.
Oh.
And they are poisoned now, which means that they take disadvantage on their rolls.
That's a person, not a wolf.
That ends my turn.
Okay. Marin, it's back on you.
Alrighty. How do I know how far my weapons can go? Oh, I guess it says it when you roll, huh?
It doesn't say that when you roll. Oh no, actually it does. Yeah.
It does. Well, I'm not sure how far mine can go, but we'll find out. Can I climb up onto the top of this rock?
Your short bow has a range of 80 to 320.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to climb up on top of this rock to get a better view of what's happening. And then I am going to use my short bow and aim at the guy in the warg in front right here. And yell at Skiff to get down.
Okay.
Or, yo, kitty, get down. Meow.
I don't want to get down, meow.
Get down, right, meow. Oh, did it not? Why didn't it do it? Oh, man.
Okay, 4. So
Sorry, Skiff.
again, you just shoot wide and it just goes way over them.
Well, at least it didn't hit me.
I gotta renew my search for this growling. I'm gonna stay up here.
Okay. Okay, so now it's on the warg's turn, and they were just biting into that Bayoff, and then suddenly they're they look up and just in time to catch just this acid just comes spraying in their faces, and they're just just completely overtaken by it. But they see Skiff there on the side who just attacked them. So the first one's going to move in, and he's going to take a bite towards them.
Watch out, they bite hard.
What is your
13.
what is your armor class?
13.
Okay, this is definitely over it. This is a 18. So you are
With
taking.
disadvantage?
Oh, that's right. That's right. So it's an 11.
Yeah! Miss.
All right, yeah. So the warg comes on over and tries to just attack at you, but it is just like at this point just drowsy and just snaps at the air instead. Then it's its turn. So the other one follows suit and essentially turns and just does the same thing. And you said it was 14 armor class?
13.
13? Okay, so this one hits. And this one is going to do 8 piercing damage.
Jesus Christ.
And that are their turns.
Another D20.
Another d20. 13. All right, that's 2 seconds.
So I'm back in action.
One more, and then you'll get
Alright.
1 back. So Edmardo, it's on you again. He has disappeared.
Hold on. We went to make alcohol in the real world.
Now, Edmardo,
How's your sake, DM?
it's worth another glass.
So, sorry, I'm catching up.
Ahoy! And Mardo, does Lepus have any powers?
He does. He can bite with the best of them.
Throw him in there. Throw him to the wolves.
I actually cannot. Well, actually, I don't know how far I could throw him.
Day one, throwing rabbits.
I think Lepus is gonna be pissed.
Lepus has a speed of 35 feet, though. So I take Lepus out of my sack.
You don't have to do what I say, but
No, I think it's a great idea.
You kinda do.
Lepus they've been chomping at the bit for. Yes.
oh,
Thank God. And
So, tiny little lepus.
do I have control of them?
You should, yes.
I can't move them.
Oh, give me 2 seconds.
Distract them, Lepus. Become the captain of your own ship. Trying to think of some really good nautical puns.
Okay. I swear I set this one up, but apparently okay, now you should have
All right,
control
yeah,
over it.
there we go. So I whisper something to Lepus as I take him out of the sack, and he runs towards this one here and distracts them, or as this, and then runs towards the fence and hops over the fence and hides behind one of the posts.
Why would he run towards me? Jesus Christ.
Okay, let's say he runs about half his distance, takes an attack. Presumably, his bonus action is to disengage and run towards the fence.
Yes.
Okay. Can you roll for his bite attack?
Can I? Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, buddy.
Okay, that was a 16, so that's actually a hit.
Better than all of us.
For
Hey, mine hit.
Lepus is actually behind.
Barely.
So
Not
you see this
barely.
little rabbit just go sprinting up to this warg who's, the warg is facing towards Skiff, and it just runs up and just bites at the back of its ankle real quick. And you hear the warg just kind of yip for a second, as Lepus then runs off and dodges underneath the fence.
What do I have left? Was that my action?
I'm gonna call that your bonus.
The bonus. Okay. What state are these two in? Sorry, I stepped away.
Yeah, so they're both poisoned at the moment. So they're taking disadvantage on attack rolls, and they're both a little beaten up, a little scuffed, but they're still doing all right.
All right, I'm gonna get in this. So I'm gonna run up to this one and go at him with my quarterstaff.
Okay. Give me an attack.
Yep.
Okay. 16, successful hit. So the warg is still very much distracted, so you just come up and just bam, right over its back for 11 damage. The warg, hits the ground under the attack, and some quick maths here, and it was a nice sharp crack over its back, and it is definitely hurting after that one.
Good job, matey.
Is that the end of your turn?
Is it? I think I'm out, right?
Yeah, I think so. Use your
Yeah,
bonus attack. Yeah. Okay, Skiff, back on you.
Would you say that the warg to my left is 5 feet, or are
Good
you
job,
gonna
mate.
call it the 10 that is the edge?
We'll call it 5 because it was just attacking you a second ago.
All right. Well, in that case, I am going to spend one of my spell slots, and I'm gonna cast Thunder Wave.
Ooh.
Okay.
Basically, they have to do another DC 12 Constitution save, and basically a wave of thunderous force sweeps. Oh wow. Okay. A thunderous. Oh
Attack.
yeah. It's a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me. Each creature in a 15-foot cube, originating from me, must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me. On a successful
Yeah.
save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed.
Okay, and Mardo, we're gonna need you back here. You need to make a DC save as well, and
Just finish this whiskey sour.
Just want to make my booze.
Faith, you need to take 1 failure on your death save.
What do you need from me?
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw.
Sorry, I thought it was 5.
What was the
DC 12.
12, right? DC 12, yeah. Okay, so I need you to roll for damage. Skiff.
Damage is already there. It's 11.
11. So, all right, we'll go in order here. So the warg immediately to your left is just tossed back into this stone here, and as it clubs into its side, it just smashes his head against the rock, and it just falls limp, just completely dead there. The other warg as well is tossed back 10 feet. And sort of like lands off kilter and is now just kind of like just very out of it. Like it's shaking its head. It's just not completely there at all. And Mardo, the same thing with you. You just took 11 damage, so you're actually unconscious. he just got tossed back as well and landed in the grass behind you unconscious.
Oh,
Awesome.
man.
Theoth, again, I'm going to have you slide back a bit as well, seeing as that you're unconscious. With the power force of that thunder wave, it basically just blasted everything away from you. These rocks, in fact, started to shake a little bit as the force tossed and just did massive amounts of damage.
Everyone needs to stay the fuck away from me.
This is why you don't trust cats.
Skiff, do you have a bonus action?
Can I even?
Where did how are the works almost dead?
One action.
I'm almost
Yeah,
dead.
they're-
Yeah, I'm going to.
They have the little life bar above them, Chris?
For me, not for you.
Oh, okay. That's fine.
As a bonus action, I am going to do one of my or my last spell slot. And I'm going to cast Healing Word.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna send it towards Duarte. So he should be rezzed.
And
He should be
Duarte.
conscious now.
Duarte.
You wanna... That's a full heal spell, though, right?
It's 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability modifier. So it's 1d4 plus 4.
Gonna roll that to see how much he gets.
Well, if he's unconscious, I think it only puts him up to 1.
No, it'll heal him.
Oh, whenever he gets done with his drink.
No, you roll that.
Yeah, you roll it, man.
So good.
No, a creature of my choice that I can see within range regains hit. Yeah, fuck it.
Right,
I'll
but you have
reroll.
to roll it.
Healing Word. Cast to level 1. He gets 3.
Okay. So with that, you just see him like open his eyes, and he's still lying on the ground, but he's sort of like just looking around and conscious now.
Oh, hold on. He gets more than 3. It's set up wrong.
1d4 plus your wisdom
Oh
modifier.
yeah. No, I just have
You
something.
rolled one.
Yeah, well, no, it shouldn't be my wisdom modifier. It should be my spellcasting. Yeah, my spellcasting. Oh yeah, no, yeah, wisdom. Yeah,
Wisdom.
all right, never mind. I was thinking spell attack a bonus. That's why.
Duarte. What is that? Really how you say that? Oh, probably not.
My head's back in the game, guys.
Well, I just made you conscious again with 3 health.
Thank you.
All right, so Marin, you are up on top of this rock, observing all the action happening in front of you.
Oh God, you guys are such dummies for getting in there. Okay, wait. So this guy is unconscious. Yeah.
Yep,
Okay, and then this one is not.
correct.
Okay. How far away are you? 50. All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna try and shoot it again with my short
Okay.
bow. God.
Yeah, again, you just notch it back, and you're kind of unsteady because you're standing on the boulder and you're trying to balance, and you just kind of miss. It just goes off to the side.
Oh, yar. Can I call Lepus over to hang out with me?
Sure.
Lepus! Lepus, come
What's
hang
the name of
out.
my
You're
old
so
goblin?
cute.
Okay, so now it's on this warg again. So he's still just kind of shaking things off, kind of confused. But he corrects himself and moves in again on Skiff, who just blasted him back, and goes for one more attack, and that is a 12.
Misses.
Yes. So he's knows nothing else but just go in and attack, but it's poisoned and it's just been hit with a shock wave, and it takes a snap at you, but it's just not there. All right. Bayoff, take another roll.
See,
14.
I knew you could do it.
And with that, you just suddenly gasp for air, and you're up, or your eyes are open, and you're now like 10 feet away from where you were, and your clothing is just kind of like tattered a bit, and you're just
A little bit static shock.
Like last thing you knew, you were just shouting, "Hey, somebody come at me!" And suddenly you're now waking up on the ground with and just pain, just bite marks on your body and like on your shoulder. You're not feeling great at all. You're immediately regretting all the decisions you made in the last 5 minutes. But you get to take your turn. I've got you on mute. I can't hear you right now.
Sorry. I am going to move right behind Phil. Wait, is he a halfling too?
No,
How tall is he?
I'm about 6 feet.
It's like a sheet.
Alright, good. I'm gonna stand right under his legs.
You would have to move past the warg, which gives the warg an attack opportunity.
Oh,
Don't
I'm not
do
small
it.
enough? No, alright, never mind.
Just go up to him and
Nope,
hit him on the head.
And we're gonna give him the blast of the Eldritch.
Yes, you are using up all your.
So your attack is a 12. That actually misses. So just waking up and just stumbling towards this warg.
Poor Chris is hoping we'd get like.
As bad as this warg is, and you
Oh,
just
wait, no,
minutes
no.
further
Doesn't he
than we
get doesn't he get advantage? Because he's
Yeah, I'm
Um,
behind him. He's not looking at me.
he's
Yes, you're right. He's not
that's
looking
good.
at me.
Yeah, you guys are getting me. Sorry,
24.
I'm
Oh,
gonna catch this. This is now like live, and I'm making all these mistakes.
Oh, whatever.
All right, yeah. So that is 24. So
We're the only ones watching
I
anyway.
need you to roll a 1d10 of force damage.
you want a 1d10?
Yep.
It's only when we become famous that people will start making fun of us.
Yeah.
Right, Phil?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go with the classic cheesy line here of how do you want to do this? Because you've taken it out.
Well, basically, I run at him saying, "You motherfuckers! I was just looking for the bartender." You blast him as hard as I can. Double hands. Actually, before I do it, I go, Kamehameha!
Just boom. And that'll do it with that. It just lights up with this heavy force that just slams into its side, and your warg is dead. Just slumps lifelessly to the ground.
Can we all get
A beer?
Can we all get in? Yeah, like I definitely want a beer, but two, can we all like get in there and like skin them and get us so we can all have like wolf pelt coats like Skiff has?
So as the fight seems to die down and your adrenaline starts to slow and you're looking around at what's happening, and Mardo gets up off the ground. You're just kind of all looking around at each other, and you remember again. You suddenly comes to realization that bell is still just tolling away, just ringing and ringing and ringing, and the rest of the town is still just very empty. Something is very strange happening here still.
We still haven't explored the whole town.
I'm gonna actually
Light it
walk
on
up to
fire.
Mardo, and be like,
Baron.
yeah, sorry about that. I don't really know that power that well. I haven't really used it that often.
Oh, it's all good. I got it. I should have ducked out of the way. I gesture to Lepus to come back over and jump in his carrying sack.
I want to pet him just for a second.
You get a quick pet.
Can I hold him?
While they're all petting each other, I'm gonna check out what those dogs were eating.
So you look down, and it's just this like small mangled kind of corpse. If you want to give me an investigation check.
Ooh, I'm good at those. I'm like the Sherlock Holmes of frickin' leprechauns.
You were unconscious for half of this adventure, so.
Okay, so 6. So you can't quite
good.
make it out, but it was definitely like kind of a fat, kind of girthy animal of sorts. It wasn't human at all. Definitely some form of livestock.
Hmm.
Mm.
All right, well, I'm gonna walk up to the church door.
You're also Beoth, look in front of you, and the building here has a big sign on it. It's a big ornate wrought iron sign bearing the name the Nightstone Inn across it.
Oh, at
That-
that point,
Is where the rum is. Oh,
I book it right in there. Double action speed.
You're not fighting at the moment, so
They need to know I'm coming in there fast.
you have to open it like saloon doors.
okay, that's what you're doing.
Boom.
I'm gonna
so you-
Go ahead.
You move up, and you kick open the doors, and you look about, and again, you see like a normal inn setting. You know, there's a bar in the corner, a nice fireplace way in the back. But everything is just sort of everything's just been overturned and just knocked over and just destroyed and damaged. You
Even the alcohol.
Yeah, hello, just save the town. Gonna pour myself a beer. And then I just pour a beer and sit at the bar.
oops, actually, I can show you and reveal.
Was there an actual layout for the inn?
Yeah.
You're trying to just send it to me?
No. It's weird. The layout doesn't seem to match the door entrance that you had before. That you just walked in through. So
Maybe there's an overhang. You can't see it.
oh shoot! You know what I'm doing wrong? I realize what I'm doing. Here you go. Over here. Everything's overturned, and you happen to also notice that one of those boulders is just smashed in through the ceiling and down on top of everything.
Wait, who's that guy in the middle?
Give me a investigation.
Well, while that's going on, I'm gonna slightly open up the door to the church or temple. I'm gonna peek kind of through like a crack of it.
Okay.
I want to look in this little hut here.
You see pretty much the same as what Edmardo saw. You know, standard temple setting, and the chairs and just everything are strewn about and just destroyed, and it's complete disorder.
Well, I'm gonna walk in there.
Actually, I can give you a view of that as well. over here.
So I'm guessing I walk in like right there.
Yep.
Is there like a staircase up to the bell at all?
No, that's not the bell. That's like the podium, the altar area that the priest would stand upon.
Well, like, can I see like a pathway up to the bell at all?
What you see is in the back corner here is like a doorway, and it's closed at the moment,
Did we just lose him?
or slightly ajar, we'll say.
I lost him too.
Who?
Chris.
I
Oh,
haven't
I
lost
still
them.
got him.
Yeah, he went black for me.
Same here.
Just restart.
Yeah, I'm gonna reconnect.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna while they're restarting, I'm gonna walk up to that door and kind of peer through.
Okay, so as you get closer to the door, you hear this ringing coming from in there, and in this back room, you hear just like this laughter, sort of like just like a hideous, just chuckling and laughing, and some scuffling around in there.
So I don't see anything through like the crack of the door.
Give me,
Want stealth or
yeah, give me stealth first.
22?
Perfect. Yeah. So you lean in and you just slightly push open the door, and what you see in the back is a very simple room that contains a plain wooden bed, and just what seems to be like the priest's like normal bedroom stuff. But there in the back of the room, hanging from a rope, are two goblins who are just gleefully swinging away on this knotted rope, and they just seem to be completely entertained by just ringing this bell, and they just know that like pull the rope, bell will ring, and they're just having a grand old time, just ringing away.
Back out of the building, light it on fire, and walk away slowly. Don't look back.
It's a church, man.
All right, fine.
You can go to Boath.
Well,
I
it's
gotta-
not turns at this point. It's whoever's.
Well, I'm just saying
Well, I
you can
did
go
my
to them while I figure it out.
investigation. I want to know who this guy is, who Elfman is, or not Elfman, the passed out guy.
All right, give me another investigation.
I did.
Oh, you did 17.
17.
So it didn't take much really. It's a goblin, smaller creature, and just lying completely dead on the floor. And you notice that there is a crossbow bolt directly in its heart, like a perfect shot right in.
Wasn't in his ass? Because otherwise I'd know who that crossbowman was.
Oh my god. Wait, what's your other character's name?
Stuff pouch.
Snuff Pouch. Is there a note that says Snuff Pouch was here?
Alright, so I'm not seeing an actual bar. Do I need another investigation for that?
We're gonna say for this case, the bar is well, there seems to be like a door in the back here, and the bar is sort of along this wall with the staircase.
Oh, so the bar's fine. That did get hit. Yeah, I'm gonna sit right at the bar and just pop open the first bottle I see and start drinking it while I let these guys go at whatever they're going at. And I'll be back in literally 5 minutes.
All right. Well, you walk up and you find a stool and it has a little bit of stuff on it, so you just brush it off quick and you hop your way up on there, and the bar is a little bit torn apart as well. Some of the bottles are smashed and whatnot. You look around and you just reach over and you grab a mug, and there's a keg there, and you reach over and you just start filling up the mug, and and you're just sitting in there.
Yeah, I gotta get my my electrolytes back and stuff after that big fight. So
Brought to you by Camel Cigarettes.
I'm going to move down to this house
Five.
and
Yeah,
to
go on.
investigate. And as I do, I'm gesture to Lepus again to come back over to me. But he refuses to get in his sack, and he hops up on my shoulder instead.
Oh.
He's very mad at me.
Okay, for the point of this, I am going to
Yeah.
come back to a different token layer.
So I take a peek inside this house here.
Where are you? Oh.
Okay, so what you notice immediately, and actually I will go ahead and reveal some of this area. What you notice immediately is that mounted above the building's entrance is a circular blue shield emblazoned with a stylized golden lion. And being a well-traveled person yourself, you've known this is the symbol of the Lion Shield Coaster, a trading company throughout the lands. The door itself hangs open, and you can just hear something just tearing apart stuff in there. There's just a general ruckus just going on inside. So if you want to give me a stealth check. Okay, 17. So you look inside and you see a single goblin just rummaging away at everything in there, just looking it over. His back is to the door, and he's just tearing stuff apart.
Oh.
I back slowly out of the door as to not disturb him. I don't want to engage him one-on-one.
Okay.
Can I look in this building?
Yeah. So you look inside, and it seems to just be like a general residence of somebody. Small family home. The house again has just been like totally overturned, and it just looks like it's empty and just rummaged through and just stuff strewn about everywhere.
There's no like useful supplies.
It looks like whatever maybe might have been in there was taken, but you could take another look.
Yeah. Yeah. Can I go down to this windmill down here?
Sure.
Boop 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 boop. Love to take
All right, so as you get closer, you see that it's on this upward hill. It's about a 10-foot climb up as you start to get towards the entrance of it. However, you see as you approach up the path that there are a set of tracks in the mud, just leading up into the doorway.
Oh, I 100% want to sneak up to the doorway.
Okay, roll stealth.
Wait a minute.
Okay, so you get you sort of take a peek inside, and it's sort of dark and gloomy in there, and you can see that it's it has wooden gears and everything for this millstone for the town. You start to remember back that there's just a wheat field behind you, so it probably belongs to whoever owns that, and rummaging. Climbing up through the rafters, you see two goblins just kind of sitting there, chuckling and looking over some of the goods that they have up top in the rafters.
Ooh. Can I do a sneak attack? Some.
Yeah, you can take. Well, I'll let you take a shot at them. Yeah.
Sweet. They're up in the rafters?
Yes.
Okay. Are they like on a platform or anything like that? Or are they just kind of like...
It's just like beams. There seems to be like a ladder that goes a little bit up higher towards the top of the windmill, where like the gears up top for the fan are and everything. But and it's just rafters like going up it, just wooden structures.
Okay. All right. So it says beginning at first level, once per turn you can deal an extra 1d6 damage to one creature you hit with an attack, if you have an advantage on the attack roll. The attack must use a finesse or a ranged weapon. Ugh. All right. A finesse attack? What is that?
Basically, you can use either dexterity or strength for it. As for like the modifier you add to it. I think that's strengths.
Okay.
Yeah, for you it would be strength.
Okay. I'm trying to think. Can I like can I do that? But can I like climb up there with my like dagger out and like I guess
Oh,
instead
shit.
I kind of want to like grab
When I
one
come back to-
one of the goblins and hold him at, you know, I want to like grab him around the throat and hold a dagger to his throat.
I mean, they're up there in the rafters. You would have to like climb up the ladder that is like right in front of them, sort of. Like, I don't think there's a way to like stealthily climb up to them without them seeing you. And I'll give you another. You can roll for stealth again and see what you get. Sorry. Sorry, but
I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I want to do. Oops. Well, I think for now, I think I'm gonna like hide in the bottom in the shadows down there and shoot one of them with my short bow with a sneak attack.
Okay, take a shot.
All right, hold on.
And we'll go with advantage here, since they don't notice you.
Crossing my fingers.
Natural
22?
20. That's a nat 20.
Woo!
Nice.
And then yeah, sweet.
So
Third time's the charm.
okay. So if you click on shortbow in the chat dialog, that'll give you your damage roll. So 22 definitely hits. So you're gonna do 9 damage for your sneak attack, and 3 + 2 doubled for rolling a natural 20.
No, the 3 + 2, that is the 2. That's the nat 20. It's doing 2 damage rolls. The way.
Okay,
yeah.
so
definitely dead.
now 9, 5, 14. Well, actually, I can bring these guys up front for you. Well, let's just say that you shot the closest one here.
Should have pushed him out of the front.
So yeah, you fire up and it just strikes right through his back. And you see him just kind of like just stiffen up for a second and then just fall forward off the rafters and
Whoop.
just slap the ground.
You did.
And with that, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay, I definitely want to hide though. Can I do that? Probably not.
I mean, you just took a shot at him. But you do get to go first. So between you guys,
Joey, yeah, I'm not there.
yeah, it's just those two. Everybody is like miles away at this point. You guys just spread out amongst this town.
All right, the other goblin's still up in the rafters up there, so I have to shoot at him.
Yep.
Hmm.
17 is a hit. So go ahead and hit Shortbow again. Roll for damage. And you do 1 piercing damage to him. So you basically just you draw back the other one. Immediately after shooting the other one, watching him hit the ground, you aim at the other one, fire away, and it just kind of like skids across his arm. But at this point, he definitely knows you're there. So now it's going to be his turn. And the goblin, who was just looking at a bunch of his stuff, now just drops it all to the floor and hops up. And he's like, hey, you just killed my friend. What are you doing? And pulls out his own short bow. He's like, you're going to pay for that one. And 22, does 22 hit?
Ooh.
It does. Against your armor class, your 11 armor class.
Yes, sad face.
So you're gonna take 5 damage.
Okay.
And as he hits you, it sort of like sticks into your gut, and the goblin just starts laughing at you and like dancing around up on the rafters.
Yeah, your dumb friend is dead though. I still have some in me. All right. I'm gonna draw back Ollie. I'm gonna draw back and try and hit him again.
Okay.
In the rafters, you piece of shit.
That is a hit. Go ahead and roll for damage. 5 damage this time. So you draw back again and you fire away at him, and he's just dancing there and just making faces at you, and he just takes a shot right in the chest, and he barely clings onto the rafter, and he's just bleeding profusely now. You just see this blood just kind of like gushing from his chest, but he's still kind of like standing there.
Excellent.
So now the goblin is going to take a shot again at you. You're basically just back and forth, just dueling at this point. And 15 hits.
Ugh.
Yep. And he's gonna do. He's doing 3. You're lucky. He just.
I'm hanging on by dear life.
Yeah.
That's how we roll here.
All right, back on you.
Mm.
An 8 just goes wide. Just totally misses him, and he's still just hanging on there, and just kind of like just bleeding out, sort of. But your shot just totally misses him. You still have a bonus. You can try to hide or something. You have movements.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll try to hide. That's what I wanted to do before.
Okay. You're still sort of like just standing in the doorway of this place.
Is there a barrel I can hide behind, or
Go back outside.
There's the mechanics and everything there, but it's
I don't wanna
still
kill him.
like he's up on the rafters. He has a good shot downwards on you, no matter where you go.
All right, I guess I'll head outside and see if he'll follow me.
Okay, so we're gonna say that
Friends-
you just go outside
friends
and
are
like
the worst.
hide behind the door. Uh, okay. So you hear some like some coughing and some sputtering, and you hear the sounds of just like something clanging on wood, and making its way down. But then it just goes silent after a minute.
Can I peek inside and see what happened?
Sure. Give me perception.
Mhm.
13. So you look up and you don't see him in the rafters anymore, but there's like blood. You can see like handprints of blood going down the ladder in the back, and you can't exactly see where he is at this point. Uh, yeah, he's definitely just hiding somewhere in that room.
So as a rogue, I'm kind of a sneaky person. So can I whip out my dagger and kind of sneak in and like look for him, or is that just like
Yeah, I mean the room
probably
itself is
wasting time?
maybe like 20 feet wide total. With that, like I said, right in the middle is that big area with the mill going around. So
He's
if you
gonna
want, you
bleed
just
out eventually.
yeah, you easily have the movement to be able to just run in there and make an attack.
Okay, can I finish him off?
Sure.
All right. Can I? I'll do it with my dagger though.
Okay. You give me a dagger strike, and you have 30 movement. We're gonna say that you're using about half your movement. Yeah, make a 20 hits. And 3, yeah. So you basically you,
I want
you
to slice
come-
throat. Throat. That's my
you
signature
basically
move.
just come sprinting into the room and just run around this thing. And as soon as you see it, he's kind of like sitting there at the ready, but just also like checking his wound and holding onto the arrow. And he looks down for a moment as you run over and just kind of like screaming, just you just run over and slash him, and he's just sitting there bleeding, and he just slumps over. And
Pirate power, assholes. All right. Well, can I look and see if they have any good stuff?
Yeah. So they each they had a pouch that is now hit the ground and is scattered about, and it has about 20 20 silver pieces just
All right.
scattered around.
I'll take that.
Okay, so you take the time, you collect what's there.
Treasure's not bad. Do I add that somewhere?
Yeah, you can add it to your character sheet.
Okay. Someone
Uh,
else can go.
so Chris, I'm gonna try that casting that. See if it'll light the bottom of the rope.
Yeah, so going back to the temple. Oh, you know what? I forgot to reveal this area for you. Yeah, so you see the two of them in there.
Yeah, and you said they were hanging on that rope, right?
Yeah, they're both just hanging on this knotted rope that leads up to the bell tower. And you're gonna go ahead and set your druidcraft up and light basically the bottom of.
Yeah, basically I whisper something in what was it called, druidic or druidic, to try and light the bottom of the rope on fire.
Yeah, so and with that, the bottom of the rope, you see at first just a little bit of smoke coming up, and then lights into a small fire.
All right.
And it starts to just grow bigger and bigger as it works its way up the rope. This fire moving much faster, seeing as though the rope is dried out and dead instead of wet leaves. And let me make some quick checks. Yeah, so both of them fail. Neither of them sort of notice that this flame is just starting to build up underneath them as they're both just pulling away on this rope. What would be a decent damage for fire damage? Let's go. I'm just gonna say, why don't you roll 2? Let's go 1d6.
Is there gonna be fall damage too, since there's no rope for them to climb down now?
Let's start with the fire damage. So we're gonna go with a 1d6 for each of them.
That's one. And that's the other.
Okay. I keep forgetting that all these things are like hidden by default. There you go. Okay, so we'll say that the one furthest from you takes that single burn damage, and the one closest to you. The one closest to you definitely just gets real singed. Like he was lower on the rope, and it burns him real good, and starts to it basically catches his stuff on fire, and he takes a whole bunch of damage as he hits the ground, and he hits flat and he's on his back and he's not doing so well. And the other one, is notices that and kind of jumps off, and he's just singed a little bit, but he's doing okay, and he's now just kind of looking around to see what's happening, and he sees the rope is just burning its way up.
Now
He's
if
just
I
thinking, what's going on? What's going on?
if I kick in the door, am I gonna be allowed to do a sneak attack real quick? Basically, I get a free attack movement before they can react.
What was your stealth again? 22.
Yeah, 22.
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus attack on that one.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna kick in the door and basically cast poison spray down towards them.
Okay.
So they gotta do a Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
And
nope, they both totally fail. One of them.
Jesus Christ. They take 1 acid damage or poison damage, basically.
Okay, but they are poisoned, so that's good.
Yeah.
The one on the ground is definitely just flailing at this point. He just got burnt and poisoned, and he's just not he's not doing well at all. Just writhing in pain at this point. And the other one is just kind of just disturbed from all of this going on. He's very confused. He just got sprayed in the face, but it's definitely he isn't as bothered as the rest of them.
I'm guessing you wanted me to roll initiative, so.
Yeah. So the one that's on the ground, he just gets up and he's just trying to swipe this acid off of him, and just kind of figure out what's going on. He's still incredibly surprised, so he's just not going to do anything.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hit him again with the poison spray. Trying to do 8 damage to him.
If you're going to do another poison spray, then you have to do. So you're doing 8 is your roll for that.
For the damage. They just have to make a Constitution saving throw again.
Okay. So they both see it this time. As you bust in and just spray out, and they both just dive away and just hit this wall over here, and just barely dodge out of the way. You could use a bonus action and your movement at this point.
No, I'm just gonna stay put.
You're just gonna stay put?
Yep.
Okay. The other one then, pushes this one aside and takes a step forward and just takes a slash at you with a scimitar. And what do you have for? What is your armor class?
13, but he's also at disadvantage.
Yep. So he, is still just a little bit just hazy from the poison and takes a strike at you and misses, and it just hits the archway of the door. But now the other one who, was really damaged, he also turns around and pulls out a scimitar. And he's going to attack as well and also just go wide and just hit the ground next to you and just completely miss.
All right. I'm gonna take my scimitar out. And
It's a big scimitar fight.
I'm gonna slash at which one's the one that's damaged already? That one? Alright, I'm gonna slash at him.
Yep, that's a hit.
7 slashing damage.
Yeah, so you just take a wide swing and just right across his chest, and he just falls back dead on the ground. Your bonus and your movement.
I just want to see something real quick. Because I can't remember if disengage is a bonus action or if it's a...
It's a bonus action.
Well, if it's a bonus action, I'm going to disengage. And... use my feline agility. And run out the front door of the temple.
Okay. Okay, so as you run out, you hear behind you the other goblin just sort of clambering out towards you. But as he gets to the center of the temple, all the wreckage that's in the way, the chairs and stuff, as you gracefully just nimbly moved across them, he has a much harder time, and he's just like, tripping over stuff and having a much harder time getting through. So he only makes it about halfway through the temple floor.
All right, well, I'm gonna basically, I'm gonna be like to the side of the door, so I'm not right in front of it, and I'm gonna ready an action for when he comes out the door to basically swipe at him with my scimitar.
Okay, just move you up at the door.
Okay, all right.
So let me grab him, and again, he just comes raging outside the door, just searching for you. Moments ago, he was just having fun with his buddy, and and now he's suddenly bleeding and poisoned and disarrayed, and his buddy is lying dead on the ground. So he just comes busting through the doors. And why don't you take your attack action? 18 is hit.
8.
Yeah, so as he just comes slamming through the doors and running out, you just standing up against the wall towards the door, you just quickly take your scimitar and slash it across and just lop his head right off. You see his body hit the ground as the head just rolls like 10 feet forward onto the ground.
All right, well, I'm going to search him while he's there. His body's there.
He doesn't seem to have anything on him, just his rusty scimitar. Nothing really there.
Okay. And at this time, do I see and Mardo at all?
Sort of reveal this area for you. Yeah, so you look around and you see way over on the other side, he's sort of like peering in through this doorway here.
I don't know. In that case, while he's peering, I'm gonna move up to him, and anyone else can go.
Anyone?
James, I mean, what are we talking? What are we calling you?
And Mardo.
And Mardo.
Or Duarte? We haven't
Or-
decided.
Yeah.
Duarte.
Whatever the group ends up.
Duarte.
Since I see Skiff moving up towards me, so I move back into the inside the house here where the goblin is, assuming perhaps incorrectly that he's gonna fall.
Well,
So you walk out of the. I don't know. It looks like there's an entrance right there, so I'm just gonna say there is.
hey, can you hear me?
You walk out the entrance again, and just in time to see Skiff running across the main area here and meeting up with Mardo over here.
Hey, can you hear me?
About how far could I get over to them before they start
It's
their whole? And Mardo, I'm gonna need or DM's gonna probably need a perception check.
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
You guys can hear me now, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah,
Okay.
my internet just cut out for a split second.
Gotcha.
DM
Skip,
perception
you
check.
take a look at this bottle too.
Alright, roll a perception check.
Let me know if it's health.
Why don't you give me an investigation?
Investigation, okay.
As an 18, it very clearly is not a health potion. There's a label on the side.
That says exactly what it is.
It says hot honey brew, and it is basically like a cinnamon flavored mead
Oh, you definitely need that.
with like a nice red tint to it. It's maybe the furthest thing from a health potion.
Chris, you need
But
to
is it?
trademark that name right now.
So that's how you were gonna use it.
So I put it in my bag. I'm gonna keep that for now.
Okay. At this point, Bayoff, why don't you roll a stealth check? Because you guys are basically standing outside the doorway, just talking about this this bottle.
This motherfucker.
Run into a pile of wargs at this club.
All right. Luckily, whatever was making noise on the inside, you can now hear it, just rummaging away. Doesn't seem to notice you at all.
Hey, who's that? Let's go kick his ass.
Is it facing away from the door?
Yes.
Like, can we peer inside to that room? I'd like to do that.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I'm a very small person.
Yeah. So you.
Terrible roll, though.
I mean, yeah, I'm going to go with your first stealth check there that I made you take earlier. You open the door a little bit more, and you can see again this goblin is just still just taking a look at different things and putting them into this small sack that he has if he thinks they're good. If they're no good, he's just throwing them over his shoulder to the side. He's just tearing the place apart, and it's just a mess. It's like the insides are like a trading post, so it's just all kinds of things. You got like shovels and ropes and lanterns and all things, and everything's in disarray.
I'd like to sneak up and club him.
Okay. So why don't you go ahead and make a strike at this point?
Oh, Lily just jumping right into it. All right.
It's high enough. I'm gonna let it ride, and you're just gonna go in and club.
Oh,
Let it ride.
Since it is a stealth attack, I'm going with an advantage. And go ahead and tap on club right there to get your damage. So less of a clubbing and more of just a light tap to his noggin.
a little bonk.
You just go up and just kind of like whack him a bit.
This is
Get
what I
outta here.
imagined. This
I
is what I
said, get outta
imagined.
here,
this whole
you.
thing.
And with that, he just kind of like jumps up and he's like, hey, that hurt.
I'm gonna
This is what
start
I
moving
imagined
in,
that
seeing
whole
what
thing
this is
sounded
doing.
like.
And he realizes at this point that there's three of you in there, and it's just him. So he's just kind of like frozen and just kind of looking around. He's like, I wasn't taking anything. I wasn't doing anything here. I'm just nothing's happening here.
Can I intimidate him to ask him where his boss is?
Oh, sorry.
Sure, give me intimidation. Uh, 16. So you're holding this club above his head, and the other two are behind you. And he's like, no, don't hurt me, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm not hurting anybody here. I'm just taking stuff. So what was the question you're asking him?
Where's bosses?
Also, what the hell is going on around here?
Boss, he's not here. He's not here right now. He's off. He's back at the base.
Where's base?
Oh, come on, man! Don't make me tell you.
This lady's gonna chop your ears off out back if we tell her you're in here. So you can either tell us where your base is, or you can listen through a tube for the rest of your life.
So he takes a look at both Enmardo and Skiff, and he seems a bit confused before laying his eyes on Skiff, because he's not exactly sure which lady you're talking about.
I said she's out back, and we haven't told her that he's in here.
So it's like, all right, I'll tell you, but you have to let me go. I just want to get out of here. He's back in the caves, back up to the north.
What are the caves near? How do you know the way to get there?
Oh, you just keep going north. They're out in the woods. It's a giant cave. Once you get there, it's a big opening.
Chris.
I think they call it something like the dripping caves. Skiff, go ahead and attack.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna say that's a miss. So Skiff runs up and just tries to take a stab at him with his scimitar, and the goblin just kind of like dodges out of the way. He's like, "Hey, I thought you said you'd let me live."
Let that be a warning. Next time I'll tell him to actually hit you. Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
So so are we good? Are we good? Can I just get my stuff and leave then?
No. The stuff stays with us, buddy. Empty your pockets.
He basically just takes the bag and just kind of shakes it out there, and he's like, I have nothing else, and he takes his scimitar and puts it on the ground and just slowly kind of like wheels his way like around you guys, sort of like making his way towards the door.
I'm gonna hit him with the club again and tell him, hey, stay put.
Like full swing, or you just kind of tapping him again?
I was gonna kind of tap him.
Try
Okay.
and knock him out. We gotta
Yeah,
chop his ears
fuck it.
off.
We're gonna knock him out. I like that idea better. We're going for the.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So it's a blunt damage melee attack. You're going for the knockout. Go give
It's,
me
Oh no.
non-lethal damage is basically what you're going for.
Yeah, so you swing and he just jumps out of the way just a little bit, and he's like, "Hey, come on, guys, come on! I thought we had a deal here. Come on."
You ain't leaving with your ears.
Can I run up to him and grapple him?
Sure, you can try. Let's check against. I think it's strength check.
Yeah, it's just strength versus strength.
Yeah.
Or wait, maybe I can do dex? Hold on. I think I can do dex while whoever's getting grappled is strength. I think. 195. It's been a while since I've had to grapple anyone.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all right, so I make an athletics roll, and he can make either athletics or acrobatics to get out of it.
Okay. So go ahead and make your roll.
12.
Nope. Again, you dive for him and you hit the ground, and he just kind of like backs up again. And at this point, you've sort of like traded places. So he's I gotta be able to grab him.
And Mardo, you gotta get him.
To the door, and you've just kind of like just jumped past him.
I'm gonna take a run and swing at him with my quarterstaff.
Again, trying to knock out. Okay.
Yeah.
Boom.
Jesus.
That'll definitely do it. Why don't you roll for damage? You can just click on quarterstaff there. 6. Yeah. So he as soon as he tries to get grappled, he just bolts it towards the door, and and just doesn't even realize. Sorry, and Marta's there, who just takes a swing and just knocks him clean on the ground, and he's just knocked out. So now you're standing there above an unconscious goblin, and there's just all kinds of just tools and other things just lying all around you.
Is there any rope in sight?
Yes, there is.
I'm just gonna grab the rope and basically tie him up. Yeah.
Actually,
and gag him.
I'm going to show you. If it loads in, I've got a list. Did that just appear for everyone?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. So you can each grab 4 items from that list.
Ooh. Actually, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna grab the chain that's there. And
I'm assuming I can't grab anything because I'm not with them.
I'm gonna basically tie it so it restricts. Like I'm gonna tie it around his wrists, so he's tied behind his back, and then basically tie it around his arms and his chest, and then basically make like a leash with the rest of the feet of the chain.
Okay.
And
Druidic foot. Wait a minute. This is a really long list of stuff.
It is.
I'm gonna take the health
So the
potion.
chain is kind of wrapped all around him, but it's still kind of like hangs loosely because you can't really tie up a chain with anything.
Boys, you got to save me that spyglass.
Ooh, they got a rape
I
whistle.
really want. What?
It's called signal whistle, but we all know what it's for.
Chill out, buddy.
You better hang on to that one.
All right. So let me know what 4 items you are adding to your inventory.
Can I take stuff?
No, you can't. You're not there.
Save me
health
what?
potion
Spyglass.
is one of them.
You're grabbing a health potion.
Well, I'm definitely taking a health potion.
I'll take. How's a healer's kit?
Healer's kit.
Ooh.
That's what brings somebody up from dying.
What does the spell book do?
Spellbook is just a blank book with empty pages that you can write your spells in.
Does it like help me in any way, or is it just a book that I carry around?
So if you ever encounter scrolls or spells of any kind that are written down, or books that contain spells, you can take time to. You'll also need ink and a quill, and
I got that.
you could take the time to copy them down into your spell book, and then you'll have those spells. But you need to be sort of a spellcaster to be able to do that kind of stuff.
All right. I'll take that.
Okay, so you're taking a spell book. You're taking the health potion. Are you writing these down in your inventory?
No, I'm just memorizing them right now, but
All right.
I should add them.
I got you.
Hold on.
Oh, I don't have you open actually.
I'll take the healer's.
Oh, you're gonna add them?
Yep.
I'm guessing the chain is also going to be mine as well as one of the four
Yep.
things.
If anyone wants to donate a healing, a portable ram.
Oh my god, the hunting trap. I'm guessing it's like a bear trap, right?
Can I look at the spell book and see what language it's in?
It's just blank. It's empty.
All right, so it's just an empty one. All right.
Yeah, and Beoth has picked that up. Are you gonna search around for like ink and a quill as well? That'll be your 4 items.
What? No, I don't need ink and a quill. I already have ink and a pen.
Oh, okay.
Does the U wand have any like leaves still on it?
You want I believe it's just like a I don't think there's like uses to it.
Hey, what the hell is druidic focus?
It's basically just like how the spellcaster has like a focus to cast their magic. The druidic focus is for druidic.
Yeah, I mean
magic.
it's not this one doesn't have like uses to it. It's just a stick of you.
Okay, so it's got no leaves on it. All right. I'm gonna take.
Oh,
Yeah, I was looking for U leaves. See if there's like a leaf on that U wand.
no, this is just the stick.
So the chain, the healing kit, and the
Well, you guys look this over, Marin.
water
Do you
skin.
wanna...
Oh yeah. I can't remember. Did I look around this windmill thing for anything like a healing potion or anything like that?
Yeah. So you give it a quick look around. You found the gold that was on there. Nothing else really on the goblins. And you just find some like wheat, like dust and whatnot in the mill. Otherwise, there's not really anything in
Ooh. I
Very
still
boring.
got 2 more picks, right?
there. Yep.
Alchemist Fire Flask and the Antitoxin Viral.
That's
Okay.
cool. Can I want to head out the door. I guess stagger a little bit because I'm a little bit hurt. In rough shape, and I want to like come around the path down here to see what this black part here is.
Okay.
Wait, actually, shit.
So you see another tower, and the parapets, and it's just got a giant stone just smashed straight through it. It's essentially just rubble at this point.
All right. My eyes are going a little wide, and I'm starting to think of all the possibilities of who, what, where, and when did that. I'm going to keep following the path and come up and around, up and around, up and around, up and around, and come over here.
Okay. So at this point,
Where are the boys? Where are the boys?
on the other side of the fence here, you hear some giggling.
God damn it.
You can see those characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you see 2 goblins, basically like playing tag, except they're playing in the middle of a pumpkin patch, and they both have giant pumpkins just shoved over their heads. There's no eye holes, no way for them to see. They're just running around with pumpkins on their heads, trying to just
Oh my God.
and tag each other.
That's incredible. Also, does this mean that they won't be able to see me if I murder them?
We'll find out.
You know what? I'm gonna play it safe this time because I'm really messed up. Can I sneak past them and go join the boys?
Sure. Give me for this case, I mean, they're playing around, they're having a good time. They don't notice anything.
Anybody could walk past him down
Anyone
the
could walk
street.
And you could just like walk slowly past, like watching them. and you know that everybody else was sort of up here, so you come up and you just kind of like peek inside, and you see everyone just rummaging through stuff on the inside.
I was supposed to cut off those other guys' ears. Sean, let me forget. All right. I'm gonna come up here, and I'm gonna be kind of like, I just do not know what's going on. I think they must have gotten to the mead before we did, but I want to come up and inform the rest of the team what's going on. And I'd love to, and I want to pick some stuff.
So I also want to point out this place looks like it might either be under siege or just sieged, and the bridge down below is broken. So either there's a bunch of civilians who actually like trap themselves in the barricade, seeing as though the moat and Bailey have been taken. Maybe we should think about getting that drawbridge up.
What do you guys think?
Either that or get across that moat and Bailey to figure out what's over there. Because there might be something bigger coming.
Might as well also kill these goons with the pumpkins on their heads.
Oh yeah, no, let's go do that now.
Definitely. But wait, why? Can I pick some stuff? Where's that list?
Sure, yeah.
I basically grabbed the chain, the healing kit, the water skin, and the ration.
Okay. You got this.
They're in a
I'm
pumpkin
going to
patch.
grab the climber's kit, grappling hook. Did somebody get the healing potion?
Yes.
Damn. The
Guys.
torch. And I gotta pick a fourth one now.
Go for the big expensive ones. That's why I switched my anti-venom to the spyglass.
So you're all very like damaged and wounded and just feeling beat, but you're feeling good about the fact that you can basically just go through here and collect anything you want. You've gone through a couple different battles, and you've survived thus far. But you're still all very kind of like beat at this point as you search around. Duarte, have you added those items to your inventory?
I am doing so now.
Okay, and Marin, you can go through the list as well. I'll give you time to take a look at it. But if everybody else wants to, if you guys want to move over to the drawbridge and start raising that, or whatever, or do you want to go after the pumpkins, the dwarves, or the not dwarves, goblins with the pumpkins?
I feel like we should probably do the drawbridge first and kill the pumpkin goblins on our way back. They'll still be dicking around.
Well, I'm on the way back, or on the way over to the drawbridge. I'm gonna go back into the temple. I'm gonna search for like any like healing items at all.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, take my potion on the way over there too. And since he's going to the
yeah,
temple, I
go
might as well go in.
Uh,
Do I need to make a roll or something? Or is it just automatic?
Potion. I think it's a 1d4, right?
potion of healing. Yeah, I'm grabbing that right now.
1d4?
Do the d4, d6.
2d4 plus 2.
Oh, there you
go. Roll another d4 and add 2.
So 4. Oh, shoot. I forgot about the add 2.
No, that's fine. You got 7.
Want me to roll perception for the search?
Yes.
Shit. Never mind. I don't find anything.
You know what? Seeing as though we were probably walking in there together, I'll actually look around for more health myself.
Because I am pretty much bleeding to almost death.
I know.
Okay, so we're just gonna use your advantage roll there then, the 12.
Mhm.
So you're looking all around. Nothing really there in the front room. You see a couple different holy symbols. One of them happens to be a essentially like a maple leaf, and it's sort of like a golden maple leaf. While the other one is the head of a what looks to be a horse head with a long horn.
So a unicorn.
Yeah.
Can I use my arcane or religious abilities to find out which religions they are?
Yeah. Also in the back room where the goblins were. Oh, map is going all over the place. You notice there are 2 sacks on the ground.
I'm gonna look through the sacks, see if I can find anything that can heal.
Yeah. So you find one sack. It has 3 blocks of incense in it. A silver holy symbol. Again, this is one of the unicorn. All the other others were like wooden carvings. This one is a big silver one. And just some other like personal effects, like a cup and some other things that must have belonged to the priest. The other one contains 3 empty vials, and and an unlocked wooden box. The lock on it has been like chipped away by a small knife, and inside that you find 37 copper pieces and 15 silver pieces. Unfortunately, no healing.
How many copper pieces?
37.
You said what? 14 silver pieces?
15.
15. All right, I'm just gonna take the money and then walk back over to the drawbridge to start trying to lift that stuff.
Well,
Did someone
join
take
them
the
at
hunting trap?
drawbridge.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, you were doing religion checks. Yes. 19. Yeah. So the first one, the unicorn head, is the symbol of Mealiki. And I will just go ahead and share this with you. If my computer can speed up.
Can I ask you what this orb is?
What orb?
The orb in the list here. Orb. Crystal and orb.
It's blank.
Oh, it's on that the adventuring gear list. It's just like a crystalline orb. Certain spells require certain items.
Got it. Okay. I just need one more thing.
So the other one, the oak leaf, is you know that's the symbol of Sylvanus.
All right. When I go, actually, both of these, when I click on them, they're just blank.
Okay, give me half a second. Well, you guys move around.
All right. So, did me and Phil successfully bring up the drawbridge?
Yeah, it takes you about 2 minutes. But you just start pulling away. You find that you need one on either side of the towers, and after a little while, you eventually just get the drawbridge up.
Ooh, does anyone have a rope?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why do you need
Or
a rope?
actually, no, we need like a grappling rope. Now that I think about it, we gotta get across that bridge.
Well, guess who has a grappling hook and a climber's kit?
This guy.
What? You took it?
Yes. I took both of those.
That was like half the shit I wanted. I have to start over. Did anyone take all the book and the spell book and the pen and all
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
I didn't need the pen. I already had a pen and ink.
God damn
Yeah, I took the spell book, the trap, the spyglass, and the healing
it.
potion.
No, that's what I wanted. I hate all of you. Okay.
Because I figure I can bear trap people.
Okay.
Bill, you want to go kill some goblins?
I already ran back to the shop that we were looting. I'm basically watching the two goblins play around.
How many
Okay.
times can you use your cantrips?
Infinite.
The
The only thing that like you have a set amount is your spells. So however many spell slots you have, that's how many spells you can cast before a long rest or a short rest, depending on who you are.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Did someone take the hooded lantern?
I don't believe so.
At least I can get that.
What happens when you come late to the?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was too busy killing 2 other goblins.
I did that earlier as well.
Doing your work for you.
Please, I've killed 2 goblins, one of those big ass wolves, and pretty much damaged heavily the other wolf. It might have knocked 2 of you out. What?
Yeah.
I want to sneak up behind one and hit him with my club.
Okay. Give me a stealth check. You make plenty of noise along the way. Luckily, they are both just giggling and dancing around and chasing each other. And neither of them notice you. So go ahead and take a strike with advantage.
Ooh.
Telling you, roll 20s. Screws players.
So as you swing at him, you hit the side of the pumpkin, but it like all it does is just kind of slap the pumpkin off of his head, and he seems perfectly fine. And he turns around and he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he sees that it's not his buddy or any of the other goblins, and he quickly draws a sword. So I'm gonna need initiative for everyone.
I'm not doing that. I'm hiding in here trying to pick my stuff.
Shit.
Did someone take the poison?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
If you want to add that 5 or make me re-roll it, because I forgot to click on my character when I rolled it.
What's that?
I rolled the initiative. I got a 5, but I forgot to click on my character first, so it didn't add me to the turn order.
Yeah, it looks like he did as well. How did you wait? Where did you? Oh, 5 there. Yeah. Okay, so Beath rolled a 19. Duarte, are you joining in on this?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Hold on.
Okay, something to remember for next time. The longer I'm playing, the slower this is getting. So you want to click on your icon and then hit initiative.
I did. It just didn't send it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it threw an error.
Okay, so Beath, you are going to go first.
Oh, did somebody take the block and tackle and the fishing stuff?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Excellent. I'm done now.
So Beath, you get to you're up first. Sean,
You're muted.
you're muted.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast.
Is that a spell or a cantrip?
Cantrip.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Yeah, cantrip. Nice.
All right. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage. 20 definitely hits. 8 damage. So, he turns around and he just looks at you and he's like, "What? Who are you?" And he pulls out his sword, and before he even gets that out of his sheath, you just blast away, and he just gets thrown back 5 feet, and just immediately the impact just knocks him out.
Nice. Is his buddy still wearing a pumpkin on his head?
He is, yeah.
I guess for my next move, I'm just gonna
Well, you have a bonus and a movement.
hide behind this rock over here.
Okay. And Mardo, you're up.
I think I'm too far away to get. Yeah, so I'm just gonna start moving up. Hold on. Put that back.
Oh,
And the fence there is about half coverage as well. So
Chris,
Okay.
just
Or-
to kind of show you if it'll. There we go. That's what
Alright,
feline agility is.
yeah, no, I know.
So I'm gonna be behind this fence and just kind of crouching down.
Okay. So then, hearing this loud blasting sound and all this other commotion and everything like right up near him, this other guy here, this other goblin, pulls the pumpkin off his head and he sees his buddy on the ground and he doesn't see anybody around. He starts shaking him like, hey, what's going on? What's happening? And he's just gonna like shake him and try to wake him up from unconsciousness. So that is Skiff, I believe, is up next.
All right, well, I'm going to use feline agility, and I'm going to run up next to the one that's awake, and I'm going to slash with my scimitar.
Okay. That is a hit. 13.
Uh,
Just 4.
yeah, just 4.
Okay, so as the goblin's down, like looking at his buddy, shaking him to wake up, he suddenly hears like a as this giant feline creature comes running towards him and just runs up and slashes him across the back. And he just starts bleeding from his backside.
That was a good kitty noise, Chris.
Do you have a bonus or
No.
essentially that is your bonus? Yeah. All right, so Bayoff, it's yours. Back to you.
I'll jump out from behind my rock, run up to him, and say, "Smoke you!" and hit him with the club.
All right, give me your attack. That's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. That is 2 damage. Your characters are over them. Yeah, so you just nail him in the head and knock him prone on the ground, but he's still awake. And Mardo, it's up to you.
All right, I'm gonna hop over this fence and run up to him and hit him with my quarterstaff.
All right. 14, either way you look at it, it's still hit. Roll damage. Yeah, you just run up and just bam, just club him right in the head. And you going for kill or you going for knockout?
Going for kill.
Going for kill. All right, that's that should be good enough. He's dead. You just watch as the staff just caves in the front of his face. With this goblin who was just playing around, dancing around for a minute ago, just from every side, just somebody comes in and just knocks him around, and then just boom, just squishes his head. And with that, the battle is over.
I'm gonna tie up the other goblin and run his pockets.
I'm walking out. Slow clapping.
All right.
Nice of you to finally join us.
So you find so you're the one that's unconscious. You searched him. He has a sack of loot on him. It contains a tinderbox, a smoking pipe, a stuffed teddy bear, and
Yeah, what?
Oh, get that.
Guess who's the big prize winner today at the carnival? Gave him the old Eldritch Blast.
Well, I'm gonna go back and grab that unconscious, the other unconscious one, and I'm gonna drag his ass out to this drawbridge.
Alright, so you said I got a tinderbox.
bringing him out to the drawbridge.
I'm basically dragging him with the chain that I hooked up.
I feel
for.
like Edmardo gets to pick.
Teddy bear.
Right?
Skiff again. Where are you bringing him? You said you're
The-
dragging him.
Yeah, I'm dragging him to the broken drawbridge, or the broken bridge, I should say, not the drawbridge.
Broken bridge. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
What else was on this thing? We had the teddy bear and the tinderbox.
Teddy bear, a tinderbox, a smoking pipe, and a box set of playing cards.
Oh, sweet. We got cards now.
Okay. Are you adding those things to your inventory?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be gambling at some point.
I'll take you on. I'm a very good card player.
Okay. So the other one, if you had rope, please remove the rope from your inventory if you're using it to tie him up.
Does anyone have rope? Or can I just shove the pumpkin down his body like in the cartoons to where he's like stuck in it with his arms?
Yeah, sure. So you look around and you find just a large pumpkin, and you sort of like prop him sitting up and just thunk and just put it around him so that knocked out, and his body is just being held in the pumpkin.
Perfect.
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Tie him up with some of the vines on his legs and stuff too.
Hey, Chris,
Yep.
I'm gonna yell over to that area across the bridge. I'm just gonna yell out, Lady Velrosa, are you here?
Okay, so looking across the bridge, yeah, it's a 70-foot long bridge, and it slopes upwards, and in the middle of it is about a 15-foot long section that's just been destroyed. On the other house, you see what is essentially a gated keep that blocks off the area over there. The doors happen to be wide open as well. Doesn't seem to be any commotion going on inside. But you start yelling, and you don't hear anything for a few minutes.
Okay.
I got a plan, guys. There's a cart back in the center of town. It's about the same length as that gap in the river. We should be able to push it back here and push it right into the river, and we can cross.
Wait, but the bridge is elevated.
Yeah, we walk on top of the cart that we put into the river. It's probably a nice cart. It looks like it's got a box frame.
It's gonna float away.
Actually, I have a side view of these things that I could give you. If you scroll down to the base, come on. This is definitely not the friendliest of user interfaces.
Oh, that's what it looks like going down
Yeah.
that thing?
Where?
Or is that going up to the thing?
It's going up, yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Alright,
We could use my grappling hook.
yeah, we're definitely gonna have to use the grappling hook. Either that or everyone try and toss me across. 'Cause
Where are
I'm
we
really
looking?
small and we could tie
down
a
at the
rope to
bottom.
me.
Oh shit.
Although, then again, why don't we throw Phil
Okay.
across? Because he's a cat person and he could just climb up it.
Chris, I'm going to go to the
Catchy.
end of where the broken
All
part is
nimbly bimbly like.
with that dumb goblin. I'm gonna tie my 50-foot hemp rope I have to the end of that chain, and I'm gonna throw him across.
Give me a strength check.
You want a hand with that there, buddy?
Uh, six. Yeah, you lift him up, but with the weight of the chains and everything, he just plunks right down in between and just falls right into the moat beneath.
Oh, so
And-
he's sinking.
Immediately
well-
just starts to sink, and you feel it. You feel the tension just start pulling on the rope as he just sinks lower and lower down.
Well, I'll start pulling him back up like a grappling hook.
All right, so you pull him back up, and it takes you a minute.
I'm gonna give him a hand over here. I see him struggling with the rope after throwing
So
his
it's-
goblin in the water.
It's only 30 seconds now. You start pulling him back up, and as you get there and you start you notice him pulling something, and you get over there and you start helping him pull, and as it breaks water, you realize it's the goblin that's been just wrapped up in chains.
Is he still asleep or is he awake at this point?
He's still knocked out. Yeah.
Alright.
Hey, do you want to throw him or help me throw him?
No.
Is this gonna work?
No, can we just use the grappling hook that And Mardo picked up over there?
Yeah, fair enough.
Let's
We use
just
the
leave
grappling
let's just
hook.
leave the goblin in the water. Oh, we already pulled him up.
No, we're gonna set him on the side because we're gonna give him to the people if we find them, so they can beat on him.
All right, so you're gonna move him back down the drawbridge a bit.
He's a prisoner of war.
Seems like a fair assessment.
Okay, what are you doing?
Get in here, Mardo.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw the grappling hook.
Okay, give me a strength check. Let's call it athletics.
Whoop whoop whoop.
Oh, with ease. You just like it. You make it look impressive. You know, you used to throwing rope back on the farm. You know, you just
Lassoing
take that thing,
cows.
you just huck it across, give it a snug pull, and it grabs onto a loose plank on the other side.
I
And-
should note that Lepus is wholly unimpressed by my feat. He's just looking at me with contempt.
And Mardo, you have to do a little move for us.
No, it's all right.
Yeah, just absolute flourish. She just makes it look easy. Okay, what are you doing?
So I tie off the other end of the rope that the grappling hook's attached to the side that we're on, and I climb across.
Okay. Yeah, it's slow going. But you just kind of like you just hang down below, move your way across, and then when you get to the other side, you pull yourself up. You know, it takes you a few minutes to get there, but you know, you make it across.
All right.
Can I like just like a cat kind of climb on top of the rope and like climb with both like all four of my limbs across it, and as soon as I look down and see the water, I kind of like hiss and my back arches seeing the water.
Yeah, sure. It's easy enough. You're a cat. You're nimble. You just kind of move right across. And one by one, if that's the move, you all just make your way across the bridge, just hanging on to this rope.
All right.
Well, then I'm just gonna run up to the walk up to. You said this was like gates, right? That were wide open.
Yeah, again, so the gatehouse, the doors are just wide open.
Oh, well, I'm gonna walk in and just scream.
And on the other side, you see just a small courtyard, and you see the through the inner bailey, and you see the keep standing tall along the side there. However, now that you're much closer, you notice that one whole wall over here has just been completely just crumbled away from another boulder attack.
Well, I'm gonna yell out, "Lady Valrosa, are you here again?"
So you move up towards the rubble, and you yell inside for Lady Villarosa. You wait for a minute, and you hear, "We're in here. Come on inside. We're in here."
Well, then I'm gonna walk in.
Okay, so from the side there, so I've got a map on the edge here. No, that is actually not the one. This is the one. All right, if you want to move your character over to there.
Oh, I walk through the door.
Okay, you walk on through. Upon entering, you find 4 guardsmen standing around a table, and across the table is a lady with full gown on. You know, it looks just very like wealthy gown. Her body lies across the table.
I look at
one of the guards turns to you and he says, I can't believe you made it. Well, is it safe out there? Is everything okay? Are the villagers back? Where is everyone?
I look at him like, listen, buddy. Right, meow. All the goblins we could find are dead, meow. I don't know. We haven't secured the rest of your town, and we haven't seen any of your people at all here, right, meow. But
Wait. Let me stop you. Goblins? There are goblins out there now.
there were goblins. Pretty much all of them are dead. We have 2 of them in custody right meow that are unconscious. You can do with them whatever you want. I'm only here because I was told Lady Velrosa needed a mediator.
I see. Yes. Well, I'm sorry to tell you as he turns back to the table, but during the initial attack, the lady, she was hit by one of the boulders, and she's not with us any longer.
And I just look at him and go, all right, well, I guess my work's done. And I just walk away.
Wait. You have to help us. The village, it was attacked by giants up in the sky. There's a fortress, and they dropped stones all over our settlement. We tried to help, but like immediately the bridge was taken out, and we were all stuck here. And that's when the boulders started crushing down around our keep. What is the state of things? Are the villagers back, or is the town safe?
Listen
We've
here,
been
bud.
stranded here.
Listen, bud. I already told you we haven't seen any villagers. All we've seen were goblins, freaking big ass wolves. They're pretty much all dead. You have 2 goblins that are unconscious, that are tied up. You can do with them what you will. I don't really care. As far as saving town, not my issue. However, I can help you if you answer a question for me.
Strange request, but sure.
Have you ever seen a druid that goes by the name Cathbad walk through here?
Cathbad. I mean, the lady sees many individuals, but I do believe there was a druid through here not too long ago.
How long ago?
He looks back towards the other guys, and they all kind of.
Did Chris freeze? Damn. What a cliffhanger. Are any of you guys like here in here with me at all?
Phil, I can hear you.
Well, like, are you in here with me, like with all the guards and
Oh.
shit?
I want to search that chest.
That's a ladder, dude. Did Chris cut out for anyone else?
Is that a ladder?
Yeah.
You should reset.
All right, I'm gonna reconnect.
Hallway is like lined around with.
I see you
I
now.
want to go in the library and start looking for any spell books or spell stuff or magic or arcane type things.
Give me a perception check.
Chris, can you hear me?
21. Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Yeah, I lost you for a while, so I don't know what the hell you said.
Yeah, you and Black. Basically, they offered you to they looked and saw you all injured, and they offered for you to stay for a minute and sort of recover.
We
But
got weapons here.
did they say how long ago they saw the druid?
Oh, 3 weeks to a month.
Okay. Yeah, Zoe, it's going off of my my view of it, so pretty much you can only see what I see.
Gotcha. Yeah, as for looting through the books, there's nothing that specifically is like a spell book. You find all kinds of like history books of the area, and all kinds of other books on all kinds of subjects, from anything from the region to giants, uh, to just anything else.
Can I learn about giant weaknesses?
So there's nothing specifically about weaknesses.
Or how they're
I can
defeated?
give you. Let me create something real quick. So you find a book titled "The Ordning," and let me get that to you now. It's basically like a rule book saying it's basically like the class system for
Giants.
and essentially like you learn that there's like an elite status that goes all the way from the storm giants at the top down to the far lesser giants, such as not well, yeah, some like lower orc species and just smaller creatures of that size.
Chris, can I search this like keep to see if I can't see any hidden secret druidic messages that could be left by another druid?
Give me a second. Okay, Beath, I just added that to your thing. Which heap were you looking in?
Basically the room I'm standing in with all the guards.
Okay. You look around, but there doesn't seem to be any kind of druidic symbols. The only sort of symbols you see around are royalty and symbols of wealth and whatnot, and different regional symbols.
Well, seeing as how I cut out and didn't catch that stuff, I tell the guard that I'll stay as long as he can heal me, or I can get healing, and I'll help him with the giant issue. As payment for the information on Cathbad.
Okay, sure. So why don't you all take? Are you taking a long rest or a short rest, or?
I mean, I could go with a long rest if.
Long. Although what we should do is take turns having somebody go out and just going on like a lookout somewhere. I mean, I guess at the top of the tower.
Yeah. So surrounding the wall around the inner keep is a this sort of a bailey. There's a raised platform around it, So you can basically you can walk up and you can easily see over and see all around the whole region that's out there.
Well, we can help the guards here with that watch while we're resting. 'Cause I'm
Do we
assuming
see any activity in the town still? Like, are there any other goblins moving around? Well, I guess besides the one that's tied up in a pumpkin.
So you think you see something moving off way in the back corner, so the back right corner.
We'll
Can
see
I-
until next
Can I
time.
check that? Because I don't have like good eyesight. It's pretty far away, but
I'm gonna go ahead and reveal some more of this map that you can see from there. Yeah, give me a perception check.
okay. Oh, sorry.
are the guards gonna go retrieve those two unconscious goblins at all?
They're not really willing to leave the inner keep at the moment and leave the ladies' side.
Kick him in the river.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go back to.
Marin, you peer out and like I said, you think you see something moving around back there, but you're not quite sure what it is exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, Rose wanted to see how big the map was. About that big.
Okay, so at this point, you guys you're all just gonna settle in for like a long rest.
Yeah.
The guards do agree that they're willing to let you rest, and they'll send two people out to walk the Bailey, and sort of keep an eye on the town if you want.
Before we rest though, I'm gonna go cross, and I'm gonna take that goblin that's tied up right here.
Yep.
And I'm gonna make sure that there's enough rope to basically have him waist deep in the water, just hanging there, tied up.
Oh, so you're just gonna kind of like dangle him?
Yeah. So
Over the edge,
basically,
yeah.
there's no way if he does try to escape, he's just gonna fall into the water and probably drown himself.
Okay.
And I'm gonna move the other unconscious goblin over here so the guards can see him, just in case if he gets up and tries to run away.
So he's just gonna be at the end of the bridge here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna let the guards know that the two goblins that are unconscious are right over there.
Okay, so they're gonna take post sort of the outside, and they're just gonna like keep watch of that area, and they'll take turns every once in a while, just kind of making sure that nothing crazy is happening out there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guards.
Yeah. Okay. So at this point, you guys are just gonna settle in to a spot and rest off for a long rest.
Yeah. Snuggle up.
Okay. So why don't you? So everybody regains their hit points. So you can go ahead and bring those back up. At this point, it's been about 8 hours for the long rest, plus about 2 other hours for all the fighting. So it's actually starting to. The sun is starting to move towards the west to start to set. And at this point, that's where I'm going to call it. It is 11 o'clock here, so you guys have just about cleared out the town. You've sort of learned some information about the fate of what happened here, something to do with giants. And at some point, a goblin raiding party moved in. So
We let's review. We killed a couple goblins. I killed a couple goblins in the windmill, and we put a pumpkin or a goblin into a pumpkin.
Yep.
And look at Phil showing some skin for the stream.
Dude, it's hot as hell in here. Leave me alone.
we're just gonna see like little by little every episode, a little bit more
A
clothing.
little bit more.
Yeah, not too much, Phil. We got a lot. Hopefully, a lot of we go.
Hey, you guys ruined my bathing time. All right.
You're what?
His character in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was basically all right. So what I was waiting for was for one of you to walk in there, and seeing as how I'm a cat, well, a feline, I was gonna be sitting there licking my own balls if you walked in,
Oh man.
but someone
Oh,
had to
very
set the
done that
push
I
anyway.
hit you in the balls.
Instead, we decided to spend a little bit of spells.
Let's set this bush on fire.
So how far were you expecting us to get tonight?
I was hoping you'd clear out the full town, but this is about it. Like this is where
Oh, okay.
yeah. I thought there'd be a little more investigating, but that's no, this is it.
Well, you thought wrong. Get ready.
All right. To the most important part. What kind of experiences did we get?
Yeah. So I hadn't discussed this with you guys previously. So experience is going to be rewarded not by kills, not by actions. It's going to be essentially gated. So when you do certain major tasks. Yeah. So when we return after this long rest, and the town is essentially cleared out. So I'm going to let you guys. You're all level 2.
Okay.
Cool.
Beginning of this campaign is meant to kind of speed run you to level 5, and then it gets a little slower. So you're all at level 2 at this point. So when we come back, please have your characters prepared for that.
That'll be nice.
Yeehaw.
Speed run to 5. I like the sound of that.
Okay. Well, that about wraps it up, though. I don't think there's anything else going on. So, great playing with everybody tonight, and I hope we can keep this one going for a long time. There's a lot left in this campaign. So I hope you had fun. I hope that people on Twitch, they also had fun. I know this was a little rough. We don't do this all the time. And we're getting used to the system and all kinds of other stuff. So bear with us. We'll get better over time.
Yeah. And sorry about the quick interruptions. Mostly because I'm having issues with my internet. It cuts in and out every once in a while for like a split second. So.
Yeah, we'll make that a priority and try to resolve that for next time.
But just so you all know, Rose, who we did talk to on one of my previous streams and was telling us about a bunch of stuff and helping us out, she's here. She did say that she enjoyed the game. So
We may not be very good, but at least we're slightly entertaining. I mean,
You never cut off your goblin ears either.
shit.
Yeah, and you only went unconscious twice. One was group inflicted.
hey, I healed him. He was good.
But that was a great intro to battle. Just walking up to the 2 giant wolves and just saying like, "Hey, where is everyone?"
Yeah, I mean, I wanted my beer. Where's the bartender? I see
If we
these
still
two
haven't
wolves.
found any good ale, you know what we should do during our long rest is split that bottle of crazy cinnamon.
Oh yes,
you
I
found.
agree. That and play some cards.
Yeah.
All right, and at the end we can roll to find out who made more money.
Speaking of money, do you guys want to do that individually, or should somebody just keep track of the group's money?
Did we get money?
Yeah, you got a lot of money. Well, not a lot.
Dude,
I know. Oh, I picked up some.
I'll just
but-
take it all.
I picked
you
up
get
some.
10 silver pieces. Skiff found 37 copper and 15
15.
silver.
Yeah, I got it marked on mine.
Tell you what,
Wall
whoever
and-
finds it keeps it.
I have the 20 silver pieces marked on mine, but
We're gonna do absolute lottery system. What the hell is that? Hold on a
Okay.
sec.
Well, you guys just need to decide whether you're keeping your money together or like pooling it together or keeping it individually. That's fine. Otherwise, it is late, guys. We good?
Yeah. As long
Yeah.
as you want to just say your goodbyes.
I feel like I've done that, but thank you everybody for watching. It was a great time, and
hi, Rose. You seem really nice.
we're going to be doing this hopefully again not next Tuesday, but Tuesday after that, or maybe even sooner.
I
Yeah,
don't think
depending on what everyone wants to do.
Yeah.
But I will be posting basically when we're gonna do things on either my Twitter or my Facebook page. My Twitter's at NightwingX13, so if you want to just follow that, and I'll post like when we're gonna be doing stuff. Otherwise, just follow me on Twitch. Get notifications.
All right.
Awesome game, everybody.
So everyone, goodbye. And I'm gonna actually be ending stream right now. So.
Bye.
Bye.